Hey, I'm really nervous about speaking at the conference.
Why?
Because all those people, I don't know if I can do it.
Well, if anything, you could always speak in the subcommittee. There's only like 30 kids in that one, and you don't even use parliamentary procedure.
You're right. And with how much we know about this topic, and how much we've been researching, speaking shouldn't be a problem.
Not at all. Let's go.
Hello everyone, welcome to WHSMUN's Subcommittee on World Hunger. Your goal today is to write a resolution on ways to solve world hunger. I am here to assist you all. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. To start off, let's talk about what your countries would all like to achieve in this resolution.
Singapore feels that nations should take on an active role in helping their citizens and those of neighboring countries who are struggling to find food. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights is a great place to start because it holds all nations to protecting an adequate standard of living for everyone.
Great idea. Referencing relevant past actions on world hunger is a perfect place to start in the resolution. What are some other priorities we should focus on?
Rwanda believes that a lack of education and financial resources are a major cause of world hunger.
Rwanda, to put your ideas in the resolution, you need to create a clause. Do you think that would be a preambulatory or an operative clause?
Well, since preambulatory is opening up the resolution and giving background information, I would probably go with that one because operatives are more calls to action.
Very good. How would you word that then?
I think it's one of the opening words. What page are they on again?
Oh, they're in the handbook on page 45.
Oh, okay. So the phrase could be recognizing one of the major causes of hunger to be the lack of knowledge and financial resources needed for technological and other agricultural advancements.
Great. What does everyone else think of that?
Colombia definitely agrees. Singapore supports the clause as well.
Okay, we can put that in the resolution then. Good afternoon, delegates. Welcome to the first General Assembly of the 40th anniversary of WHSMUN. Are there any points or motions on the floor at this time?
I move to open the session.
I'm sorry, delegate. You have not been recognized. Are there any other points or motions on the floor at this time? Singapore?
Singapore moves to open the first plenary session.
Thank you, Singapore. Your motion is in order. I would now recognize motions to bring the first resolution to the floor. Rwanda?
Rwanda moves to introduce Resolution 3.5 on combating world hunger.
Thank you, Rwanda. Would you like to come forward to read the resolution? You also have 5 minutes to speak on the resolution after reading it.
Okay. General Assembly, bearing in mind that the Universal Declaration of Human Rights states everyone has the right to a standard of living adequate for the health and well-being of himself and his family, recognizing one of the major causes of hunger to be the lack of knowledge and financial resources needed for technological and other agricultural advancements, emphasizes resource management of individual countries' existing land and labor capital. Rwanda believes this is a very important resolution and that it's ready to be passed by the Assembly. I yield my time to the Chair.
And the Chair thanks you. Are there any points or motions on the floor at this time? Singapore?
Singapore would just like to emphasize how necessary this resolution is to be passed by every nation. It points out that nutrition is a basic human right, that there is currently a lack of education and financial resources worldwide. This resolution also calls on nations to manage the resources that they have more efficiently, which is a crucial step in ending world hunger. I yield my time to questions.
Thank you, Delegate. Are there any points on the floor at this time? Colombia?
Points of inquiry?
Thank you, Delegate. You may question the delegation of Singapore.
Colombia is wondering who will be in charge of managing each country's resources, or if that is something that will be left for the sovereign nations to do. The resolution wording is of individual countries' land, which was intended to allow sovereign nations to manage their own land. If Colombia wishes to propose an amendment to clarify that point, Singapore, as I'm sure with other nations would work with you on that.
Thank you, delegates. Your time has expired. Are there any points, motions, or speakers on the floor at this time? Rwanda?
Rwanda moves for the closure of debate on combating world hunger.
Thank you, Delegate. That motion requires a second. Thank you, Singapore. We must now recognize 2 speakers against the closure of debate. Colombia?
Columbia believes that we should work on an amendment for the clarification before closing debate. I yield my time to the chair.
Thank you, Delegate. Seeing no other speakers against, we will move directly into voting procedure on the closure of debate of Resolution 3.5, Combating World Hunger. All in favor of closure of debate, please raise your placards. All opposed? Abstentions? Thank you, delegates. Seeing a 2/3 majority in favor, we will move directly into voting procedure on Resolution 3.5, Combating World Hunger. All in favor, please raise your placards at this time and hold them steady while the dais counts. Thank you, delegates. All opposed? Abstentions? With 2 in favor, 1 opposed, and 0 abstentions, this resolution passes.
In case we didn't introduce ourselves, I'm Danielle Meyer, your Undersecretary General for Research.
And I'm Megan Arndt, your Secretary General.
We just hope that this video was informative as well as a bit entertaining. But if you have any more questions, go ahead and ask your advisors, or you can even email us if you'd like.
We really just want this conference to be a lot of fun for you guys. So get ready because we're pretty excited as well. And see you at the conference.